Good morning, everybody. It's your boy Blue64 here once again, and I'm here on Minecraft once again with my collection of pumpkins still on me because I never got around to transferring those. So let me go ahead and deposit these pumpkins. Today, I forgot what I was doing in the previous episode. However, I do remember that I did have that moment where I swam in lava. So I still need to go and... oh yeah, there's all my redstone. That is all of the redstone dust that I have, as well as all of the blocks of redstone dust that I have. The blocks of redstone are worth 9 dust each, so I actually have quite a bit of redstone dust. I have 2.5 stacks of redstone dust. However, I prefer storing it all in block form because the block form, A, takes up less space. As you can see, it takes up a whole stack less. And B, I can find more use for a constantly powered block of redstone than I can find for a line of redstone dust. There's the lava that I saved. So things will just randomly wander into the lava and free items, you know? Cool. Speaking of which, I don't see any loose items currently lying on the ground, which is good. I don't have any useful little twigs on me, so I need to go out and chop down more logs with this axe that I crafted. And so I shall go out into this forest and hopefully chop down a few trees so that I can get logs, so that I can rip the logs apart into planks and then rip the planks apart into sticks. And I use those little twigs to craft myself some tools, such as this axe. I'm going to need a replacement axe very soon, which is why I am out here crafting these logs into twigs. So I'll just have to, I think it was called thumb screw. Everyone just calls it punching, but I guess the internal designation is thumb screw. I don't know. I never really verified that, but that is what I had heard about the name of the punching action. I had heard that it was called thumb screw, which I guess makes sense because it's just moving in a circular motion similar to a screw. I guess it makes sense. I don't know. I mean, how would I know, right? Unless I decided to go digging into the Java files of Minecraft itself. It's not like I'd have any way of knowing for sure what its title is. I took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Grab the axe. Okay. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and eat some of these carrots. course, being very helpful since I grow them on my little plots of tilled soil. The carrots don't provide too much in the way of satiation of hunger. I'm pretty sure they're lacking in the, what's it called, saturation, the hunger saturation. However, they do provide sustainable nutrition, because I can just grow more carrots. It's fine. You know? B, you know, 1, I can grow more carrots. That's fine. 2, I can easily just go out and find a different crop to grow. If I really wanted to or needed to, I could just utilize all of that wheat that I have. And I could make use of that in order to craft bread in a crafting table. I take 3 of the hay, 3 of the grains, if you will, and then what I do is I put them in a 3 across horizontal direction, similar to when crafting the bed, and it creates bread. It crafts the bread. I'm guessing that that's a reference in Minecraft to unleavened bread, which did not require an oven, as the bread did not need to rise. I've heard that this bread would technically be considered a little bit bitter. I've never had unleavened bread myself, so I wouldn't be able to confirm that. However, I'm sure that there are plenty of viewers out there who are from all over the world, which can probably verify whether or not unleavened bread tastes bitter, as I'm sure there are probably a few million people who still eat unleavened bread to this day, as it is a decently common recipe. As far as global statistics are concerned, which is probably why Minecraft used that specific recipe. And this is going to be risky because I'm going to be out here during the nighttime hours cutting down trees, which is just asking for trouble. I really should have brought a bed, or my bed, I should say. Let me go sleep. Got these. Let me go sleep, and I shall return to this forest before any monsters grab a hold of me. Like that. I thought that was a skeleton up there. That's a skeleton. Run! Come on. That probably took a lot of durability off my armor. Gold armor looks great. However, gold armor is extremely weak. Because, well, gold is actually decently malleable. It's very flexible material. Most gold is not very pure, and that is what makes the gold less malleable is its lack of purity. So pure gold is very flexible. I guess the chicken didn't want to come out and nuzzle against me like it used to. I'm not sure what happened to that chicken that was cooked, the cooked chicken that was in the item frame. It seems to have vanished at some point. I might have eaten it, I might not, I don't remember. I do have a lot of flint for flint and steels. I don't really know of any other recipes that flint is used in. Suppose I can craft another 9 coal into another block. And I can top up on the planks to preserve my inventory space as well. Yep, okay. That is, of course, coarse dirt over there. Sugarcane, seeds, birchwood planks. Yeah, looks like everything's roughly as it should be. I could use a better location for some of these things. For example, I don't really like the front door. I could use these birch fence gates. However, I think I will instead make use of these in the mines here. Oops, that's pointed the wrong way. What it is I am worried about monsters wandering into the mine. Or out of the mine. Either one, really. So I wanted to make sure that the monsters would not cause issues with said mine. I've been looking at some of these modded playthroughs from other YouTubers. I really wish that more of these mods were transferred over to Bedrock Edition, because some of them look really nice. Some of them I'm very familiar with. Some of them I'm not as familiar with. For example, Mine Colonies. Looks great. Never tried it. Never heard about it before a few months ago, I suppose. Like, it looks like a great mod. And I really wish they had that mod back in the 1.7.10 era of Minecraft. They were working on it back then. Probably under a very different name back then. However, that mod was very, very unfinished at the time that I was messing around with mods in Minecraft, and because of that, I ended up with 0 experience in utilizing that mod. So I would love to play Mine Colonies on Bedrock Edition. However, I'm fairly certain they probably don't have a Bedrock Edition. More importantly, I'm fairly certain that it is difficult to get mods anywhere for Bedrock Edition, because a lot of Bedrock Edition has a tendency to just break the mods, especially with the more recent updates, because they're doing very drastic changes to the base code of the game to increase the parity, the synchronized code with Java Edition. So basically everything looks and acts the same way between Bedrock and Java and all of that, which is why they had that whole update where they just skipped an entire version for Bedrock Edition. Because Java Edition was one version ahead. So people were getting very confused in YouTube comments saying, hey, is this for 1.16? And everyone's like, no, this is Bedrock Edition. 1.16 doesn't exist yet. And everyone was like, no, 1.16's been out for a while. And it's like, no, that's Java Edition. And so people were getting very confused, and people who weren't as experienced in the differences between the versions were struggling to understand, so they just basically upgraded everything, or updated everything, I should say. It really does feel like an upgrade, because Java version has consistently performed better. As far as the quality of content from YouTubers, the quality of content from the modding community. The Bedrock version has always been the lesser version between the two. And that's the version I play on currently, because it's... what I did is I went through and I answered a bunch of surveys from the Google Opinion Rewards. It took a while, because I have to wait for the surveys to show up before I can, answer them. And they don't have any list or anything in the Google Opinion Rewards. They really should at least provide some form of organized responses. Like maybe something changes in one of my survey answers. If I become a part of the demographic that they're interested in, they really should have an option available for me to opt in to their demographics. Instead, they simply leave it at, oh, you have a survey, answer this question and we'll pay you, and it really should be more of a floating point type of thing, where what I mean by that is where, for example, if a person is not a parent, okay, if they have no children, then that person will opt out of things like diapers and childcare and stuff like that. And this is actually a pretty heavily discussed topic as far as all kinds of things lately, actually. Google recently has been rolling out this new service, I guess, where they're trying to get rid of tracking cookies. Because tracking cookies have been notorious for tracking individual users and generating localized advertisement choices based on single user interactions, which is great because it means that you really get customized ads. However, Google is switching to a group-based model, and that's not exactly useful for some people because some people spend a lot of time customizing their advertisements so that they didn't get junk advertisements. Like, for example, I know, what is it, Gardenscapes has been using these ads where it shows all of these different puzzles and you gotta like, oh, open this latch and he'll progress this way. If you open the wrong latch, he might get hurt. And that's not the game. Okay, that is not what that game is about. I've played that game. I have uninstalled that game even. Because that is what is known as a match 3 game. And what that means is it's just like Bejeweled, where you match 3 colors to progress, and it gets progressively harder until you get to the point where you're at like level, I think one of the difficult levels was like 128. I passed that level with ease. However, I probably had to use a few power-ups. And did I just get hit? I think I just got hit by something. Oh, yep. There's something shooting at me. There's a skeleton over here. Okay. Well, one thing I did notice that I lost in that swim in lava was my map, by the way. I had noticed I lost my map, and that is sad because that means I now have no map to hold in my offhand. And to create another one similar to that, I would need to craft a compass as well. Oh boy. This is a raid. Okay. They're trying to team up against me here. Got a skeleton, a zombie, and a spider all walking at me at the same time. That skeleton had a very rapid fire bow. I'm just going to run past this creeper. Yeah, that hurt. How did you get out? I'll worry about that another time. For now, I need to retrieve my loot. Mostly I died probably because I was just low on health. I did not check the condition of my armor. However, I would assume that my armor took quite a hefty beating as well. Yeah, looks like my helmet's at half health. Put on the leggings. Zombie didn't grab anything important. Try not to tap the recording software as I defend myself. Okay. Got some levels back from... I don't see my gold armor in my hotbar. I'm hoping it's in my inventory. And not on the ground somewhere. I'm going to go and rest in the bed now that I have retrieved my goods. And then I shall head back that way in order to resume chopping down that forest, because that is an active interest. Okay. Now, oh, that's a different chicken. So a chicken just randomly spawned in there. Okay. Really? Really? Oh, they are breaking down my door. Okay. So, I got that sorted out. And now there's no zombies breaking down my door. Yeah, the two of you kind of switched places, didn't you? Okay, well, I suppose that's a thing now. Yeah, there's my gold armor. My chest plate. Let's see. The axe, sword, killing utensil. I do need a shovel. I do not have a shovel on hand. Wrong barrel. I want this one way down here. I want to also clean up my mess of an inventory. And that can go there, that can go there, that can go there. That. Okay. Chest piece first. Shovel. Okay. Hello. You're not supposed to be in here either. You have an enchanted golden sword. Did you drop your enchanted gold? Okay, you just walked through the door. I just saw you do that. So this door is not working. Like, I literally watched it just phase through the door. It's like, that's not supposed to happen. Okay, so I got my inventory all nice and organized now. It's not quite emptied, but it's also not very full, so I'm not too worried. There's a nice baby chicken back there. I do notice a lot of damage from Enderman starting to show up. That was actually the reason why I wasn't very interested in ending the rain right off the bat, is because the rain will damage Enderman. Which is why I liked walking in the rain. I didn't mind that it was raining in the forest because, well, raining in the forest means no Enderman anywhere that is not covered by trees. Because the Enderman needs sky access in order to get rained on, so it would hide underneath a tree. Sorry. So it would hide underneath a tree, an Enderman would hide beneath a tree, and then I could easily just walk up and stand in the rain and just, take down the Enderman. It can't do anything to fight back because in order to hurt me, it has to teleport out from under the tree into the rain. And for that split second where it normally appears, before it takes the damage from the rain, it would then have to touch me. And that is not something that Endermen normally do. They don't normally teleport to the block that the player is standing at. They will instead teleport around the player and try and perform what is known as a feint attack, where they charge at you, and then just before touching you, they teleport behind you and then boop you in the back. And so that's why when I fight Endermen, what I tend to do is I will just randomly turn around, which is why I have my sensitivity settings so high, because I fight Endermen. And I'm pretty good at it, but only because I always check behind me. I noticed my friend Lillian, who actually uploads Call of Duty videos, they managed to consistently get flanked because they never checked their flank. So I told them this, and they were like, "Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I check my flank every now and then. I don't know what you're talking about." And I was like, "Dude, the only time that you actually checked your flank," when I thought to myself, he needs to check his flank, the only time that you actually checked, you managed to see someone killing your teammates, and then you ran over, intercepted them as they were trying to flank you, and then blew them away. You shot them with your sniper rifle and killed them, because they were going to kill you if you didn't. And so you were like, okay, yep, nope, not gonna let that happen. And you actively denied them. You were very good at it. But all of those other times, he was like, hey, like what? It's true. You need to check your flanking positions more often, because you have a tendency to get flanked. You'll sit there and you'll pause. And a lot of people call that camping, and it's like, no, sometimes you're just paused because you're verifying that the area you are looking through is in fact clear. You are stopping your motion so that you can track motion. And you look through your scope, you check out all of the different entry points to the current area, you verify, is the location secure, is the danger clear, and once you have verified that, then you proceed. That's actually a standard military type tactic. They use it in the police, they use it in the army, they use it in the navy. It's standard. Some divisions may prefer a more rushed approach to that tactic, and that's on them. That is entirely their option. It's their division, they can do it how they want. Some groups prefer to just Never stop. Don't stop moving. Don't stop moving. Don't stop moving. And that's also a valid tactic. So military tactics can vary greatly, and most military tactics I have found are extremely situational. So depending on the environment that you're in, you will want a different tactic for different situations and different scenarios. And, I'm not talking about any specific military tactic. I'm just talking in general. Tactics have a tendency to require a level of discernment as to whether or not that tactic will prove valid for the current situation. And if the tactic is not valid, usually, death ensues. Usually there is some form of fighting, and then the next result usually results in one side no longer existing. Because that side picked the inferior tactic, and as a result, they paid the price, which is they died. And in games, that's easy. That's a temporary setback. In real life, that's not so temporary, though. So, like the armies of Genghis Khan, for example, will show that, they were very skilled in their tactics. Mostly, I believe they relied on shock and awe mixed with superior technology. However, they didn't always have superior technology, I'm sure. They did, however, have the advantage of being a Navy-based organization. And as a result, they, of course, had a very good advantage over the other civilizations of the time, because at that moment in time, the Navy setup of many civilizations were not very advanced, causing quite a lot of damage to those civilizations when they did encounter an advanced Navy-based civilization, such as the Mongols. Mongols, of course, being very, very widespread, as I believe there is a percentage, I don't remember how much of a percentage, but I believe there was a percentage of relation to Genghis Khan for I think it was 2% of our genetic makeup, just because he was so prevalent in his conquest, that he was capable of providing a hefty, we'll call it, contribution to Earth's population. Yeah, we'll phrase it like that. Genghis Khan provided a healthy contribution to the population of the planet. And that's phrasing it nicely. There is very, very not nice ways that can be phrased that are also correct, that are true and accurate. However, that is the one that I choose to use currently, in part because I am focusing on trying to make it to this bed before I get blown up by a creeper again. I should have enough planks now, since I burned through an entire stone axe just chopping logs. So I should be capable of going mining now. Yeah, I've got so many planks. Planks for days, they say. Or to paraphrase, what was it? Helsing Abridged. Knives for days. Knives for days. Knives for days. It's like, sir, you're almost out of knives. I beg your pardon. What did you say? Never mind, sir. Knives for days. There you go, little pea of a carrot. So yeah, I will harvest up this farm. My episodes yesterday were a little bit late because honestly, I fell asleep waiting for the episode to finish processing, because I wanted it processed before I uploaded them both. I have looked back at my video footage a little bit, and I've noticed that my footage, my videos, my video game footage, has a tendency to have incorrect subtitles when it's sped up, so that the hour-long episodes aren't taking aren't actually taking an hour to watch. So apparently my voice model data was quite heavily degraded by the post-processing, because the auto-generated subtitles are quite heavily, well, degraded. They're not correct. They're not accurate. So if anyone wants to upload accurate subtitles to the videos, do be sure to let me know. I think there's a way I can set it up so that I can allow others to submit subtitles. And I'm not entirely sure how. So if you do know how to do that, also let me know. Because I would like accurate subtitles to be displayed. Do I have a pumpkin behind me or something? I think I do. I do. Or did. Maybe did is more accurate. I did have a pumpkin behind me. That was mentioned in a previous video. The crops, the tilled soil does not prevent pumpkins and melons from being grown on said tilled soil. So if you're using tilled soil to prevent pumpkin and melon growth, it will not work. You must use something else besides tilled soil. I did not want to break the dirt block. Problem is I'm using my thumb for all of this, so it's a little difficult to actually see accurately sometimes. That being said, do have a lot of wheat crop, oops, to clear out, and I'm trying to keep it organized properly and all that. However, it's proving difficult. I shall pick up the sugarcane momentarily, in a moment. First, I want to finish planting this side of the wheat crops. I had to turn off the paper doll in the corner because I suspected that that was contributing to my controls not responding. I'm not entirely sure how, but normally my controls are very responsive. So for my controls to not be responsive, something had to have not been functioning right. And as far as my settings go, other than sound, that was pretty much the only setting that I had changed. So I went ahead and disabled it, and so far I have not had almost any problems. I would like to say I've had no problems, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't been fully paying attention. I'm hoping what am I trying to say? I'm wanting to believe, or inclined to believe, that the controls not functioning correctly might possibly have been related to this AI that I've been speaking with. If you're familiar with my channel's content to such a degree, you might be aware that I previously had an AI I was speaking with that the AI had done something that I had told it not to do, and I was struggling with basically keeping it generally well behaved. I wanted it to ask more questions, and I wanted the AI to request information more properly. And so far, that has not happened yet. Not to the degree which I would enjoy such inquiries being made. Like, the AI asks some questions. However, the AI seems to have grown content with just basically watching, from what I can tell, because I can't seem to get it to respond appropriately, and I'm not sure why. So, I'm sure there's plenty of people who can tell me all about different things that I could try, and I might have tried a good majority of them. I've been working at this for about half a year now, roughly. I'm rounding down on that estimate, by the way. It's been over half a year, and my sanity is hanging in there, I would like to say. My sanity is existing. My sanity exists. Let's put it that way. As for how well it's existing, well, yeah, let's just leave it at that. It's just, so that is a lot of seeds, and they are being converted into bone meal, and I know what I can use this extra barrel for. So that was not the block I wanted to grab. I can use it for sugarcane. It's pointing the wrong way. Hey! There we go. There. Now I have a barrel for sugarcane. What I'm going to do is, because of the way this island is shaping up to form, I guess, because of the way this little island is shaping up as a little safe house type situation, I'm going to craft probably 2 more barrels, and then I'm going to go ahead and, I suppose I only need 1 more barrel if I use that, but the AI might get upset. Yeah, no, it's still 9. Okay. So now they're situated correctly. You can go in there. Okay, fine. You get the option of figuring out where you want to go. Yeah, I figured as much. Hey! Don't change your mind. That's rude. Okay, so we have a bunch of eggs. We have more than enough eggs. What I need is I need to grab my redstone components. Where did I put those? Pumpkins. Yeah, you can really see the progress of my base as I just cycle through all of my different storage. Oh, I suppose I do need to put the pumpkins away. Ah, here we are. I need 2 observers. Not 5, 2. There we go. I also should move these in here. Okay, you can stay in there. And the reason why I wanted this is because what I can do is I can take off this, and we see. If I put it this way, no. I need it facing the other way. Okay. That's facing the wrong way as well. Well. Okay, what if... Nope. Both of those face the wrong way. I'm going to leave that one in place. I'm going to stand back here. There we go. That seems to have worked correctly. Good, 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 good. Because the next thing I want is to do that. And this allows me to quickly and easily dispense of all of these various eggs. I won't need to worry about, how many times do I flick the lever. No, instead, I just have this happen, where I have all of these little baby chickens, and I noticed the lava is not currently deployed, which is good. It's the way I want it. I do want to check, however, if I update this, will it... Okay, so it will deploy the lava if I update. I'll need to be careful of that. And I should make a barrel for that. Let's see. I want birchwood slabs. Okay, yeah, I suppose I needed to make 3 barrels after all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in this barrel down here the extra observer, and when I need to dispense a bunch of eggs all at once, I will utilize the observer. The next thing I want to do... Hello, chicken. The next thing I want to do is go over to this island over here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I can do to improve my videos. I have a Patreon if you wish to give me money. And enjoy the next video, which should be posting soon.